Welcome back to 8-Minute Masterpieces, the channel where we break down classic literature in under 8 minutes. Today we're diving into another visionary novel by H.G. Wells, The Time Machine. If you love tales of adventure, philosophy, and time travel, you're in for a treat. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss one of our weekly uploads. Now let's travel forward through time and explore the fascinating world of The Time Machine. The Time Machine was published in 1895 and is considered one of the first science fiction novels to explore time travel. It follows an unnamed protagonist, known only as the Time Traveler, who invents a machine that allows him to journey through time. This machine, a complex device of brass, quartz, and ivory, is not just a vehicle for adventure. It's a gateway to the distant future, where humanity has undergone dramatic changes. The novel begins with the time traveler explaining his invention to a group of friends at his home. He introduces them to the idea that time is the fourth dimension, just like height, width, and depth. Although his friends are skeptical, he promises to demonstrate the machine's power. He sets off on a solo journey into the future, and that's where the real story begins. The time traveler's first stop is in the year 802,701 AD, where he encounters a future that is both awe-inspiring and disturbing. Humanity has evolved into two distinct species, the Eloi and the Morlocks. The Eloi are a peaceful, childlike race that lives above ground in a seemingly utopian society. They are small, frail, and lead lives of leisure. They have no need for labor, as everything seems to be provided for them. However, their simplicity hides a darker truth. The Eloi lack curiosity, ambition, and strength. Over time, the time traveler realizes that their idyllic world is not as perfect as it seems. Beneath the surface, in the underground tunnels and factories, live the Morlocks, a brutal, ape-like species that work tirelessly to keep the Eloi's world running. Unlike the Eloi, the Morlocks are savage, nocturnal creatures who live in darkness. The time traveler soon learns that the Morlocks are not just the labor force of this future society. They are also predators, feeding on the Eloi. This revelation shatters the illusion of utopia and introduces a theme that runs throughout the novel, the idea that human evolution can result in a disturbing social hierarchy. H.G. Wells uses the contrast between the Eloi and the Morlocks to make a profound social commentary. At the time Wells was writing, Britain was at the height of its industrial power, with stark divisions between the wealthy elite and the working class. The Eloi represent the upper class, who live in luxury but have grown weak and dependent on others. The Morlocks, meanwhile, symbolize the oppressed working class, who are forced to toil in the shadows and have become hardened and vengeful as a result. This future society is a powerful metaphor for the consequences of class division, showing that when one group becomes too dependent on another, the result is dehumanization on both sides. The time traveler's journey through this future world forces him, and us, to reflect on the direction our own society could take if inequality continues unchecked. As the time traveler explores further, he learns more about the dark relationship between the Eloi and the Morlocks. He realizes that the Eloi are kept alive as cattle for the Morlocks, who emerge from their underground lairs at night to capture and eat them. This predatory relationship is a chilling reflection of how civilization could devolve into a nightmarish world, where one class preys on the other. Desperate to escape, the time traveler is drawn into a series of harrowing encounters with the Morlocks. Armed with nothing but matches and his wits, he fights off their attacks as he searches for his time machine, which the Morlocks have hidden in their underground lair. Finally, after a tense battle, the time traveler manages to retrieve his machine and escape from the Morlocks' clutches. But his journey is far from over. Rather than return to his own time, the time traveler decides to venture even farther into the future. What he finds is a bleak and desolate landscape where all signs of human life have vanished. He witnesses the gradual decay of Earth as it moves toward its eventual demise, with a dying sun and strange, mutated creatures roaming the land. It's a haunting vision of the far future, one where human civilization has long since disappeared, and the planet itself is nearing the end of its life. This vision raises deep philosophical questions about the nature of progress and the ultimate fate of humanity. Will all our achievements and advancements be for nothing in the face of the relentless march of time? Is human civilization just a fleeting moment in the vast history of the universe? After witnessing the end of the world, the time traveler finally returns to his own time, shaken by what he has seen. He shares his experiences with his skeptical friends, who find it hard to believe that such a future could exist. However, the novel leaves readers with a sense of ambiguity. Was the time traveler's journey real, or was it all a dream? H.G. Wells doesn't give us clear answers, but that's part of what makes The Time Machine so powerful. It forces us to question our assumptions about progress, society, and the future. Will technology lead us to a utopian world, or will it create new forms of division and conflict? And what is humanity's place in the vast timeline of the universe? The Time Machine is not just a thrilling adventure through time, it's a deeply thought-provoking exploration of the human condition. Wells masterfully blends science fiction with social commentary, using time travel as a lens through which to examine the consequences of inequality, the dangers of technological advancement, and the inevitable decline of civilization. The novel's enduring appeal lies in its ability to make us think about the future and what we might become. It's a warning, a reflection, and a thrilling ride all in one. And that's The Time Machine, in 8 minutes. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more 8-minute masterpieces. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click the link in the description for our full playlist of literary classics. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this video. What do you think about Wells' vision of the future? Leave a comment below and let us know what other classic novels you'd like to see covered in future videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week with another literary masterpiece.